everyone, my name is Anna and welcome back to my channel. And today I thought I'll be doing some kind of like a fun activity. So I haven't traveled in quite a bit because, we were locked down for almost 2 years and I miss traveling. So I thought, why not travel but with books? So let's get going. So my first travel stop will be in Spain, and the book I picked up will be The Fountains of Silence by Editon. The main character is Daniel Matthews, and from his side, he is staying at this luxury hotel because his father has a business deal, while he also wants to explore Spain because that's where his mother had been born. Now we're following another character named Anna, just like me. No, I'm just kidding. And so now we're following Anna, who is a young and bright maid who is actually attending the for Daniel and meeting him. And so Anna is a nice, young, beautiful maid, and she's helping the family of Ransom, which is Daniel, and how they're helping with their every needs. But when the two meet each other, things change. So now, since we're finished in Spain, now we're gonna travel to Paris. And I actually have quite a few books from Paris, so my heart won't leave Paris, I guess. And that first book is The Paris Seamstress by Natasha Lester. And this is a historical fiction where we follow two characters. So this is set in 1940 when the Germans invade Paris, and we follow a young girl named Estée Bisset. And because of the invasion, she was forced to flee her home, the one that she had known. However, she then flies over to New York City with her signature gold dress, and where she also makes a dream to make a mark on the world of fashion. Now, forward to the present day, where we follow Fabienne Bisset, who journeys to the Met Annual Gala so that she can exhibit her work of her grandmother, who is a legend in the fashion world. And during that time, Fabienne also slowly discovers her family history and has tragedy and heartbreak. Stuck in Paris, and my next book in Paris is Sensational from Johnny Lindsay. We follow an 18-year-old girl, Natalie Borden, and this is set in Paris, 1889. And she is a reporter. But she is a stranger to that, even though she has supernatural powers, which is visions. And with those visions, she is allowed to see the mind of a killer. And she must use her visions in order to stop a killer from displaying her or her friends. So this one's going to be interesting for my next book in Paris, and that is My Country Mary, from Cynthia Han, Brody Ashton, and Joni Meadows. So despite having a title for Queen of Scotland, she actually spent most of her life in 16th century France. So this is just actually a weird book. I still haven't read it. I did read my Plain Jane trilogy, which I loved. I didn't really like the second, unless it was the second book I didn't like, but I'm hoping we will like this one. We follow Mary, who is the Queen of Scotland, but she has a secret. She can shapeshift into a mouse. You heard me right, a mouse. Queen of Scotland. I know, it sounds weird, but it works. We follow a teenage Mary, Queen of Scots, even though she lived most of her life in France, 16th century France, but however she can shapeshift, but shapeshifting is actually is illegal, so therefore it will actually cost her head. Then she is returned to her future King France, and from there we follow the adventures of Mary. My final book in Paris, unfortunately, I don't want to leave Paris, and so it's actually a photography called Paris in Bloom by Georgiana Lane. So this is just a beautiful, beautiful photography. We have all kinds of things that in setting in Paris. I mean, look at that. Isn't it beautiful? Like, look at the design. Wow. And look at this. Yeah, so it's just a beautiful, beautiful photography book, and I really like it. So, yeah. After staying in Paris for quite a while, let's move on to Italy. And that is Kingdom of the Wicked by Carrie Maniscalco. So, two sisters, Emilia and Victoria. However, Emilia's twin sister Victoria got murdered, and Emilia instead is determined to find out why. But she didn't know, but she didn't expect to come across a Prince of Hell, Wrath, and from there, she starts discovering there might be more than meets the eye. Now we're gonna go a bit farther. So that is, and we're gonna be in Greece, and that is Circe from Madeline Miller. So she is the daughter of the mighty god Helios, but she is a lesser god, so she doesn't have any powers, but even though she's a witch. So we follow her, how she got banished from her family, and from there we follow her and her life and the adventures that she had. So now we're gonna make quite a leap. So let's travel all the way to Korea. And this is the Red Palace by June Hood. So this actually kind of reminds me of all the K-dramas that we're watching. So, but in this one, secrets and spies, ethics and a tragic prince, a mysterious investigator, and a princess who just wants to make her life. Okay, so now we're going to go backwards again. And this time we're actually going to South Africa to visit Egypt. So this is the third and final book of the trilogy, and in this book is the final conclusion for a calm woman and a devastating Prince Jin, who transforms the magical kingdom from a devastating civil war. Okay, so now let's go to South America, and this is The Inheritance of Arcadia Divina by Zoraida Cordova, and this place actually takes in Ecuador. Arcadia, when she knows that she is dying, so she calls upon her ancestors so that they bestow her inheritance. However, strange things are happening, and when the large family arrives, strange events are happening. However, there is an unknown fingerprint in the entire family. The two must band together to venture on Arcadia's past and learn the secrets and protect the future. So now let's go to over California, USA. And that next book is Matt and Malibu Rising by Taylor Jenkins. So we follow four famous siblings who throw an epic party to celebrate the end of the summer. But over the course of 24 hours, their lives change forever. So now, let's go to Hollywood, and that book is The Seven of Evelyn Hugo. The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo by Taylor Jenkins Reid. So we follow the girl named Evelyn, and she is in a public eye, but she has secrets, and only she knows what scandalous events and highly publicized heartbreaks she had. And from there we follow her journey. Now for our last trip, let's go to Houston, Texas, and that book is Ashes of Gold by J.L. So this is actually a sequel and the final book to Wings of Ebony, which I loved. So we follow Lou, who makes a final stand into reclaiming her people's stolen magic. Okay, and we're back in Canada, unfortunately. But that is all from traveling. I hope you guys enjoyed traveling. Let me know what was your favorite destination. Mine was Paris. Like, I just love Paris so much, and I really want to visit there one day. So yeah. If you like this, please give this video a like, comment what is your favorite destination, and subscribe. And I will see you next time. Bye.